Oh, was that what it was? That's
The
fine.
cleaver has the bleed on it.
Nice.
Nice.
You ready?
Yeah, born ready, boy.
Oh.
Ready.
That's me tonight. Easy,
Nice. Do you
man,
think
calm.
do you think it would be possible to intro it doing the gurgle thing?
Yeah,
Think it's possible?
Yeah, let's do what you need.
James's mic is soaked.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the Media Podcast. It is your host. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of the Media Podcast.
Best. I know it's like our podcast and stuff, so it's kind of that way by default.
Yeah.
Best intro.
Best intro is the best way.
Yeah.
My problem with intros is I start doing an intro, but then I want to do it differently.
No,
so
you start doing an intro and then you just keep going in for another one.
Yeah, it's because I'm trying to get that perfect intro. So then when you're editing it, you can get the best intro from that.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's often like nearly 5 minutes of like building up to the perfect intro. And it's like, that's the one.
Yeah, it's the intro and how you intro a show is more important than the show. If you nail that intro,
Well,
doesn't matter if you're making a Breaking Bad or Morbius. If the intro to Morbius is better than the intro to Breaking Bad, Morbius is going to get more people to watch it. Intros are the only thing that matters. If you're watching a podcast and it's like, hey guys, it's me. Today we're going to talk about philosophical things. We're going to maybe talk about some history, some Oscars drama. Who the gives a shit? You know, nobody's going to watch that. Nobody cares. But when you're getting a good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of the Media Podcast. You're instantly in. You're instantly hooked. You're ready for the whatever shenanigans you're going to get thrown at you. You know,
More like scenanigans.
Oh,
but the whole it's the game on part that gets me.
yeah.
Yeah.
The game on.
We didn't even plan that at all.
No.
G.
Our genius is unparalleled in the realm of existence.
Yeah, this is JARCast 269. Yeah.
Was that ever funny?
No.
No.
It's just, I guess people find it humorous because it's sex.
Yeah.
Oh, sex funny lad.
Ooh.
Sex is funny.
Sex is sex. Sexy.
Man, we're saying all the buzzwords to get us flagged tonight.
Don't worry, I'm gonna pull out the big one soon.
It's a heavy day.
It's with a heavy heart. It's a heavy day.
But we can't get too heavy before shouting out the Jar Media Patreons that make the audio version of the show possible. And tell you what, if you're a Sandy tier or above, you get your whole name read out in the first week of each month.
You get to troll me.
You get to troll James.
You get to have your name read out. Your name being James's dad.
Help me get a read on the word troll right now.
Yep.
Do people like earnestly use troll and it's like accepted, or you're not, or is it more like a
funny?
The hacker known as 4chan kind of those trolls?
No, I think troll is a genuine word now. I think it's used as a genuine, like, people being harassing online. Like, oh, they're the trolls. Everyone knows a troll. You know, it's that kind of thing.
A troll face?
No, not a troll. The troll face is dead.
Do you think it's actually
the
gone?
troll face is not.
The only...
When was the last time you saw it genuinely?
by us, we used it. we're the only one in the last, like, 2 years to use a troll face.
Maybe it has gone.
It has gone.
I feel like it had a little renaissance.
It had a renaissance through that meme. Where it was like the troll face becoming like Mr. Fantastic or whatever that meme was. People know what I mean. It was the meme format for like a few weeks. Because it was Mr. Fantastic and the troll face. They were two different kinds of the same meme. The happy one was Mr. Fantastic, the sad one was the troll face.
Right.
That regressed.
James is Mr. Fantastic.
How?
Yeah. James, you look just like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, you do.
If you had grey bits above your ears.
No, in like 5 years' time, it's just going to be identical. What?
Am I thinking of a different Mr. Fantastic?
Mr. Fantastic, the stretchy guy from the Fantastic Four.
It's like the scientist.
Well, it's called Mr. Fantastic, and it's one from the animated show.
Animated.
The big guy, the dad.
Oh, you're thinking of
The
Mr.
Mr.
Incredibles?
Incredibles.
Oh,
yeah.
right. I see what you're saying.
Which is
Yeah.
fair enough because The Incredibles is like a spin on the Fantastic Four anyway.
Yeah, but that's how the meme format's called.
Yeah, James, you look just like Elastigirl.
Oh, I'm happy with that one. I don't mind that one. But it's like the only meme face from that era that's now like still being used is the happy face one.
Mm.
The what cult follower Matthew loved. He loved that face, and it's like we'd be in school and I'd look at his wallpaper on his phone and it was that face, and the amount of rage that would just swell in me because of that face.
How do you think he'd react if he heard us describe him as cult follower? How do you think that would strike?
I reckon he'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, just be like, that's spot on. It's that time of episode, guys. We slow things down. We take it easy.
Pump the brake pedal.
We hop in the TARDIS and we go back a week.
I like that.
You like that? Oh yeah, yeah. Cyberdyne, whatever. Yeah, this is the housekeeping segment where we wrap up some of the conversations from last episode and just try to not be distracted by the things that are in front of us that are moving. Bevloy is going to get us started this time. This episode made me so effed up that crazy goblins are just goblins to me. And I screenshot this because, speaking of like these weird memes, like goblin behavior and this kind of stuff is like
Goblin mode.
Yeah,
goblin mode.
I saw one today of Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul saying, Your Honour, in his defence, he was in goblin mode at the time.
Yeah.
I think it's all because of a tweet where someone was saying that
it was a whole thing. It was like a BuzzFeed article because there were like people defending the goblin lifestyle.
Are you joking?
No, straight
that
up.
actually
This was the thing on my Twitter moments.
No, but it was caused by this person saying that they liked. It was on Reddit. It was on Reddit when someone was saying that when they get stressed, they like go around their house being a goblin, and that this spun
What
into.
does that mean?
No, but these people living the goblin lifestyle, like, just don't clean their houses.
But that's not what being a goblin. A goblin is like you're living miles underground in like a fucking mine with like the Goblin King.
Yeah, but they don't clean up.
They're fairly ordered, actually.
I thought goblins are mischievous little devils.
Well, yeah, depends.
They just kind of are little jokers and they kind of harass you.
What would the like jar version of goblin be? Like our interpretation.
Deprived.
Where?
Totally.
No, I think it's the
That's
funniest thing
religious.
impossible. I get a mixture of like Alex's crackhead era and like it's all of the crackhead eras combined into a single being that is goblin.
Yeah, this kind of like eldritch creature that just appears in like a cloud of sound.
And it's just like the most goblin like freak chaos. It's just the embodiment of chaos is that goblin. Like if that goblin appears, chaos will be unleashed, and you better run.
Old man Diabetes had this to say. James has so many controversial opinions that I simply refuse to believe he's real, and that makes me want him more. When will Senpai James notice me?
Do you know what I've actually been doing at work recently? Is that there's this guy at work. He's a very interesting character, and it's like I've started. It's like whenever I see him, I've been saying the whole phrase of living the dream. So he now says to me, "Oh, you're living the dream," and I'm now completely spinning it in opposite directions while maintaining the emotions of living the dream.
Okay.
And now I'm just like, I'm not Will. I'm not like when he leaves the room, I just disappear and shit. I'm like trying to fuck with him in this weird kind of. Like not real way. It's interesting.
Yeah, deliver it like really positively, like
I'm living the fucking nightmare.
yeah, I'm
I
having
can't
an
do it.
existential crisis.
I don't want to be you anymore. But no, I'm not Will. I'm a character. Just smell nice.
I just put some hand cream on my hands, right? Garnier Skin Naturals Hand Repair Intensive Restoring Hand Cream with maple sap extract. As a matter of fact,
lovely.
I stuck that shit on my hands and it smells really good. So I extend a hand in front of James's face for him to have a whiff. He just kisses my hand.
Really?
I thought
The one time you can't see it too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a whole moment. It'll be like a memory lost in time, like tears in rain.
You'll just have to believe the descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jim's doing the whole like happy slappers bit right now.
Yep.
It is actually some really nice smelling hand cream.
It does smell good. Because I always expect like hand repair intensive shit with like stinky. Be not nice.
Like
smell.
medical.
Yeah. Like E45. It doesn't smell good. It feels good.
It doesn't smell too bad though either.
No, it doesn't smell bad, but it smells like cream.
Soothing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like it's a brilliant cream. We're not sponsored by E45 yet, but
Yeah, why did you make an effort to hold it in front of the camera?
What camera? Who's
oh, no,
that?
that's Garnier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Garnier Hand Repair Instant Intensive Restoring Hand Cream. It smells really good. We're not sponsored by Garnier.
It smells really
Skin
good, and
Natural.
I'll tell you what, I suffer with dry skin on my hands, and this shit has done one hell of a job, better than anything I think I've ever used.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the one that saved me was gloves in a bottle.
Yeah.
Between gloves and a bottle.
That's what it's called. It's called gloves in a bottle.
It's just not a glove that you get from a bottle.
My dad found it because he's like
Is it grey?
in the field that involves washing
That's
hands
my
a lot.
hair. I've
so-
got grey hair. I've got grey hair.
You got Mr. Fantastic hair.
I have got Mr. I do actually. I know. I do honestly have Mr. Fantastic grey hair growing on my sides. The streaks are getting there, and that's why I want to go grey there because it's happening anyway.
Oh, can you imagine
No,
if
this
James
Halloween.
played Mr. Fantastic in the MCU?
Oh
if
my
that's
god.
like where this was all leading.
James, give us an American accent real quick.
I absolutely can't do American
Say
accents.
like his catchphrase, like
I don't
wanna
know.
fuck you, Mr. Invisible Woman.
I don't know what. You're gonna have to be more
That's
clear.
his wife,
bro.
remember?
Who? Invisible
Mr.
Woman.
Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman wife
Mr. Fantastic, I guess, is married
to
to the Invisible Woman,
the Invisible Woman. Yeah.
and they have a kid, and then it becomes the Fantastic 4.5.
The Fantastic 4.5.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Does the kid have no legs or something?
He's got a combination of stretch, invisible, and create force field.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Which like, how much of that do you think's accurate?
All of it.
Some of it was. Not all
Really?
of it,
What's his real power?
I don't. That's the part I don't know.
Okay.
I just assume it's like either some combo or I don't know. Please, if you know the answer, write in any of the number of ways that are possible.
Letters to the PO box would be ideal.
But make sure you include sources and references. We like to be thorough around here. Oh, this is a good one here from Daddy Defoe. I feel like JAR is similar to the Stanford prison experiment, but instead it's centralized on James slowly being broken down by his peers, slowly becoming the Joker, baby. What do you think about
That's
that?
a bold statement, implying it's not the opposite.
Yeah, it is the opposite. You're being built up to the Riddler.
Yeah. That ain't a bad time.
Not the new Riddler, the Jim Carrey one.
Not a bad time. We're all being built up. This isn't just a single entity type deal going on.
No, because the way that life works, if you want to pay someone a compliment, that's like putting yourself down, right?
Yes, you want to never give anyone compliments.
Yeah,
Only
so,
be mean.
Yeah,
only put people down.
Only put people down.
to
Then
prop
you
yourself
gain
up.
more confidence. You become bigger, stronger, faster.
I can't believe I never thought of that.
Be
Fucking
horrible.
asshole. yeah, fuck you guys. We had a kind of controversial guest last episode, so we need to do the apology rounds for that.
I'm not a guest.
We won't say it. I was saying last episode we had a guest, you know.
Yeah, controversial character.
MG.
Controversial guy.
But Ed Craft left a comment saying, anyone else picking up on the romantic tension between James and Mel?
Yes.
I did, in editing it. I was noticing it all round. You went in for a sly little peck, I think, at one point.
Sounds like James.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if only we had the footage, then we could really back this up with sources, evidence, and everything.
Yeah. No, the thing is, with us on the JARCast, we really thrive off of accuracy, knowing our stuff, understanding the topics we talk about, and providing backup. So whenever you think we may not have the backing, whether it be like knowledge or philosophically, we have the knowledge, backing, and the scientific process that we follow.
This is what people don't get about Joe. And it's taken this many episodes to get to this reveal.
Yeah, 269.
It's like most YouTubers, when they're doing a video, they write this big script and whatnot. We're just going in on our sources. We're checking it. We're fact-checking it. We're going through so many different sites just to confirm that what we tell you is
Yeah, this is exactly it. But we don't
true.
fact-check things. We fact-check them and then fact-check them again.
The fact-checking is getting fact-checked.
Yeah, and then I check your facts and you check my facts.
We're
And then Alex checks
cross-referencing.
both of our facts, and we go over and check Alex's facts. The amount of fact-checking, like, why do you think it's taken so long for us to get a new video done? The amount of facts we have to check, day in, day out, hour by hour, day by day.
It's never ending. The facts don't stop. The facts don't lie.
The facts can't lie, because they're facts.
But that's where the acting gets involved. Because we need to, now and again it appears like we're making mistakes or getting things wrong or saying something that's a bit off.
But in fact,
we've done the research. We've
You're
planned
wrong.
this out.
You're wrong. They're wrong. The viewers are wrong.
We've planned this out. We're professionally trained actors.
Yeah.
We've been doing this as a long con all along.
Yeah.
You think 10 years worth of work? Come on. Like, we're close to 10 years worth of work on this. Come on.
Yeah.
This is all just for our thesis to get acting degrees.
Yeah.
Acting,
Yeah. This has all been a ploy to try and get into the MCU.
yeah, and James is Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We're proud to announce here. Alex is Mr. Thing.
Yeah. I'm passionate about the Thing.
Yep. And well, you'll just have to wait and find out.
Sorry, I've just got ill the other week. We got one more question before we end this segment and get in a couple of really messed up topics, like disturbing ones. They're not actually disturbing. I just feel like,
You just want to make people worry. You want to give them a bit of anxiety, a bit of fucking worry.
The anticipation, If they think it's something scary is coming, and they'd be like, "What?"
They don't know what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
We know what's coming. And we ain't gonna let you know.
Well, we will when we get there.
Hoshiboba has a final question for housekeeping. The CBD story Alex told was really interesting to me because my family is the exact opposite, my parents especially. They're huge stoners and are very against prescription medication and chemicals. For example, I'm trans and I expressed interest in going on hormones and my stepdad recommended that I go on mushrooms instead to find myself because the idea of it scares him so much.
That is really interesting.
That's like the complete inverse of what we're saying. Like, it could not be more of an inverse.
I also think it's equally stupid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just because something's legal or illegal and you sit on either side of the fence doesn't make the opposite thing good. You get me?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like you want to balance. You don't want to be like against or pro either. Just kind
Yeah,
of.
you want to check the facts, see what works.
Guys, I forgot my line for this bit.
Shut the fuck up. Just wing it.
Right. Next bit.
This is the part of the show where we had to.
There's something I need to talk about.
Okay.
Yes, please elaborate.
It's a topic that we've fucking honestly. It's come and gone more times than.
Okay, what's your take on gorillas?
On gorillas?
On Halo.
No. You got it. No,
Fucks.
No, I need to address something, and I need to give James some credit for a minute.
Yo, what? Credit?
I want to shut this down right now.
You're right. All this fucking time. You've been saying it for years.
I have
Halo's
been saying
dead.
it for you. I have. And I've always been right about it. I've always been diehard. I've never, ever stood away from this position because I knew deep in my heart that this was the truth. Because I fact-checked it.
Yeah, it's like, as someone who was formerly a part of the Halo community. No, it's in a sad state. Like, I watched a Hidden Xperia video today, where he goes through the latest patch notes of what's coming in season 2, and halfway through the video, he's like, genuinely, to be honest, guys, I don't care about this, and nothing about this is exciting. Yeah, it's improvements, but man, this is a state, and that's you don't get more of a Halo fan than that guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He was singing the praises at the time when it first came out, when there was the excitement that this could be the return of Halo. And if he's broken like that, that says everything you need to know about the state of Halo.
Yeah.
And the player count represents that.
Yeah, you're seeing all these screenshots of fucking random ass games getting more players on Steam.
When the most hated Halo game had more player base 3-4 years after it came out than Halo did 4 months after it came out. Halo Infinite, 4 months after it came out. That should tell you all you need to know.
You're referencing Halo Wars.
Halo Wars. Everyone hated that. Wasn't a Halo game. Yeah, it has more concurrent players 3 years after it came out. Halo Infinite has less.
Yeah, well, I noted down a few months ago they had this patch notes thing where they revealed that it was going to take a matter of months and months to realign a cosmetic that was installed at the wrong angle. It's the bar is hilariously low, and the funniest part is the straw that broke the camel's back was this fucking cookbook. The Halo cookbook was revealed on Twitter, and yeah, obviously it's not it was a choice between, we can either update Halo Infinite or release the Halo cookbook. It's not one-to-one like that, but it's symbolic.
It's a licensing thing.
It's symbolic. It's really? It's fucking every game that's out there that includes cooking in some form. Your Skyrim, your Monster Hunters, they're countless. Zelda.
They get cookbooks. Halo, that food has never ever been mentioned in Halo. When has there been a point where it's been
the
Halo
only
food?
Thing I can think of was that there was a weird gag Bungie came up with about the Moa burger in Halo Reach. That's the one, and that's a deep cut that only nerds like me would know. Yeah,
not an entire probably 50-page book, hardcover book about recipes, Halo-inspired recipes.
Yeah,
that are just a TGI Fridays. It's just TGI Fridays cookbook.
Yeah, and apparently the cook's really good and stuff, and her cookbooks are really good. But it's man,
Halo name? No.
Yeah, it's every product that isn't the game is getting Halo treatment, because there's the show, of course, as well, that's landing at the same time and has no cross promotion and is just getting stranger and stranger with each episode. The joke is that with each episode he's losing more clothing, because in the first episode he takes his helmet off, in the second episode he takes his armor off, and then in the third episode he's naked. He's butt naked.
Really?
Yeah,
but what more can he remove?
Yeah, Moniac wrote in about this saying, "Did you enjoy Master Chief's ass reveal in episode 3 of the Halo show? I think it's a great evolution of his character. Look it up if you haven't seen it. It's real." And there was this other comment of, and take it with a grain of salt 'cause it's a fucking YouTube comment, but BP Melsom said, "On the Halo TV show, I work at Paramount Plus and everybody is talking about Halo like it's going to be their Mandalorian and is their headliner for their streaming service. Now that it's out and the negative reception is out there, no one is talking the same, lol."
It never was. It was never going to be something like The Mandalorian, because the Star Wars has a more powerful name and Halo doesn't not after Halo 4 or 5. It's not the same and it never will be. Halo is dead.
But also, How can you turn Halo into a TV show?
It was a bad idea in like 2015 or whenever they fucking revealed
like,
it.
Why do you think they never made a movie? It's not like ripe for the milking. This shit is like green guy shoots religious aliens.
And it's fun because the gameplay is very solid. And the 30 seconds of fun within the context of the game adds for an enjoyable game. There's no 30 seconds of fun in a shitty TV show where Master Chief gets naked every episode.
There is a way they could have told the story of the Halo trilogy on a TV show and it'd be kind of cool. And it'd be fine. It'd be acceptable. But instead of even trying to do that, they're like, yeah, we'll kind of do that, but just make all these changes that is just going to annoy everyone who knows this already.
I just feel like it at its best as an adaptation, it couldn't be any better than just like the most standard Marvel movie.
Do you think so?
Captain America.
Yeah,
1.
because what it is that creative team at Bungie at that time of when those games were made. Like that was the spark, that was the magic. It was the combo of Joseph Staten writing and Martin McDonald doing the music, and like that's what. But like it was. You
can't have all the good Halo shit in that.
But do you not think they're like shooting themselves in the foot because they're like not using the music? They're
and then they're not even using the story and shit.
But like 343 has this like obsession with like humanizing Chief. Every single game, every story they've told has been about trying to do that. When like it's hilarious because it is the inverse of what Bungie did, because they were like, yeah, he's just a vessel for the character, so he's gonna shut his mouth and just talk very rarely, and that's gonna be part of his character. He's just he's like an action hero with one-liners. Boo.
Yeah.
You know? No, he's like, I'm a soldier. God damn, it's hard being a soldier.
Yeah.
Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? He does that in episode 2. He like slams someone against the wall. Who am I?
Really?
It's really good.
No, but okay, no. This is my counterpoint here is that going in and trying to humanize Spartans is a very interesting subject because naturally, straight off the bat, the Spartans are fucked up. They're quite literally built to be war crime committing war machines. So trying to add a humanizing layer to that is a really interesting idea, not with Chief, with another Spartan, another Mark 1, the Mark 1 Spartans. That's a really interesting idea because you can do something with that.
But like, if you're going to have Chief, at least make him like the character, you know?
Yeah, make him commit war crimes.
Like in The Mandalorian, I was like super surprised how much they commit to that helmet on thing.
Yeah.
I was like, man, they actually did that. Like Pedro Pascal was willing to do. I'm sure like that.
That's like even in like, what was it? Like when I think of that kind of thing, I think of like the original Judge Dredd.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they just take their helmet off as often as they can, and it's like every superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the old Captain America stuff. Like Captain America has that thing on his head.
Mm. Like in the Avengers, the first Avengers, it has to come off at a certain point.
Yeah.
Or like Spider-Man always winds up at a certain point with the mask off, and something else that came up that I wanted to talk about. Something interesting. We were kind of talking about Unubtanium and Avatar and this kind of nonsense, and there was a comment that was left by Ratman. I heard that Unubtanium is a real term for mining/engineering or something. I was curious about what they were talking about, what they meant. So I found like the TV Tropes article on Unubtanium. And apparently it is like a phrase that existed before Avatar, but Avatar just popularized it.
So what did the phrase mean?
Let me read you some of this. Unubtanium is engineering jargon for a material that would be perfect for our purposes if we could get it, which we can't. Sometimes an object that actually exists or existed at one time becomes unubtanium because it's unavailable now. When used in the realm of fiction, unubtanium is usually exotic material that is needed to make the applied blah blah blah. And then the part about Avatar at the end. Most people, however, first heard the term as the minerals sought by the mining company in Avatar and mistakenly think that that is a trope namer. It was also infamously noted in The Core. Thought that was interesting. How a movie can just ruin an entire concept.
Does that make Avatar better?
Yeah, does that make it any less distracting?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we need to watch it with a fresh set of eyes now.
Yeah, because
this
if he's saying Unubtanium, as in like it's not literally called that, but that's what we're calling it.
Because they need to go
Because
to
of the
war to
circumstances.
obtain it.
Because they were like engineers, like trying to mine.
Well, yeah,
and
that's
get
literally
resources.
what they're doing.
Yeah. And they were like quite new there, I guess. So.
Avatar actually a masterpiece?
Speaking of fact checking,
Fuck. Sorry guys, this is our apology video. We kind of fucked up this time.
I really didn't want to have to make this, but
We're
Here
so
we are.
sorry. You won't do it again.
nah.
Anything else throughout there before we head to the mid-break and do some questions?
You know OCD?
Mhm.
Is there such thing as OCO?
Obsessive compulsive
Order. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Obsessive compulsive order.
does the word obsessive not
that
kind of counter the word order?
Yeah.
What if you're obsessed with self-improvement?
Then you've got OCD.
No, that's
The
not how it
disorder.
works.
The disorder part is not the fact that it's disorder.
I feel like it's the word obsessed
No, that's not true.
that defines what you're talking
I
about.
think the disordered part means that it's a disorder.
Like
Yeah.
if you
Not
say someone who is
disordered.
committed to self-improvement, that sounds fine.
No, I think
But someone who's obsessed, the
Res-
word obsessed comes with it certain implications, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, that is true. Okay, someone who's obsessed with
Goonie.
who isn't.
someone who is obsessed with
Battlestar Galactica.
someone who's obsessed with the Halo TV show.
Yeah.
They're just called gooners.
Yeah. Well, unless you want me to talk about this Burma Cretaceous period.
Burma?
Burma, the Golden Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the Golden Triangle right now?
So, of all the things we told you not to talk about, the Golden Triangle's number one. Why are you talking about it?
The pyramid ships from Destiny that are on their way, you mean?
Well, I welcome them as long as they don't touch the Golden Triangle. I'm fine.
Can we go to the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah, we're gonna do an episode.
Live stream in the plane.
Yeah, no, we're getting
No,
a boat. We're getting a boat,
Yeah,
and on the
rowing boat.
thousand
One of those
episodes,
swans with the pedals.
we're gonna get one of them, and we're gonna swim,
No, pedal.
pedal the boat to the Bermuda Triangle, and we're gonna live stream the 1000th episode, and we're gonna prove to you that nothing will happen.
1000th episode recorded live from the Bermuda Triangle.
Jar Media reveals Cthulhu.
That's the final fucking moment.
Kickstart the
it's the
actual
end.
apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some. There are some ways this can go. We can join the MCU. We can destroy the whole fucking world.
That's it. That's our path in life. MCU.
Should we go full grind set and join the MCU? Like we
Okay.
can each find a character that fits.
We got to start with steroids then. We got to
Yes,
get fucking.
Just like every other star of the MCU.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're all void rages.
They're all roided out on something, I'm telling you that.
100%. I'm surprised that it's not an actual title sponsor of MCU Void.
I think it should be
They're saving it for Phase 8.
I think it should be a legal incentive. A legal must for like Disney to say yes. So these guys are on steroids. The ones that are.
You think it's irresponsible or
I
something?
think it's
it is.
immensely irresponsible
Yes.
to say to people, "Yep, I just had to like grind really hard for 2 months or whatever, and now I look like this."
But when we were talking about Kumail getting jacked for the Eternals,
Yeah.
did he not publicly come out and say this is like the inverse of that? You said this is not achievable to the average person, right? Am I remember that right?
No, someone
he publicly
did.
made a comment about that.
No, someone did.
Pretty sure it was Kumail.
Kumail
But
seems like
I
the
see
kind
what
of
you're saying. It's definitely like, yeah, you're like a little boy watching fucking Chris Hemsworth. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that's
The
what I
one
wanna
from
be.
Sunny in Philadelphia did.
Hmm?
Always Sunny.
Yeah, he definitely did.
He did.
But he got jacked for a joke.
Yeah, but he's also got like the complete opposite for a joke. And he said like he's just changed it completely, being paid for by the executive company, having the dietitians and all that. And he just said like, this is why it happens.
Yeah, and
But I know
the
he
steroid
did.
suppliers.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's not steroids. It's some other chemical will just pump into you and you'll grow. You know? And the magic is creatine. That's all I'm going to say.
Go on My Protein, order your creatine, add it to everything you eat. Just work out non-stop and you can be absolutely ripped like Chris Hemsworth and Chris Evans.
Yeah, it will. You absorb enough creatine and it turns you into a famous Hollywood Chris.
Ooh, yeah, which one's it going to be?
Shit, so I need to go on creatine to pull my MCU Chris role.
Yeah.
What's the next Chris that they need?
Chris House.
Yeah, Chris House.
Chris House. I'm on
Chris
my
House
fucking
starring
way.
in the MCU as Mr. Fantastic.
I'm on my way. I'm going into the MCU.
Fuck.
And I've got
He's a roadman.
all I need to do is I need an audition tape. And you know that I've got all my my projects I did with Jar Media, all those previous experience.
Yeah, we can do like a demo reel and put in like Tyrese did to try and get the role for Django.
Like they're gonna look at it and be like, he's absolutely ripped. He's got those creatine sponsors.
You don't even need to do any makeup because of his hair and stuff. You can save millions on that.
Yeah, I'll walk in on the set and it's no prep, just boom.
And you're really stretchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even need to use CG. You can just
boom. I am everything they need.
And I'm innately a thing.
Okay, guys, I've got a really fun little activity for us.
Huh?
Which MCU superhero would you be?
Probably Pisser Dick.
Pete Davidson.
Skeet. I'm shotgunning Kat Dennings from Thor. Hilarious character.
She has the power of comedy.
Yeah, the power of comedy, just like me.
I'll be Redface from
I guess
Captain
we're all
America
Americans
1.
around here then.
No, you're Redface from Captain America 1.
The Matrix guy.
Yeah.
Hugo.
No, the character's...
Boss.
Yeah, Hugo Boss. The character's name is actually the big red one.
What do you think of Red Skull?
I loved Red Skull.
He is shit.
I feel like they need to take kind of a different angle with him.
Yeah, they
He
need
looks
him to
kinda
be like
goofy
a
as fuck.
social media star. Really modernize him.
Yeah, and he's got like a fan base that you can.
Or have him be like Donald Trump, but with a red face.
Yeah.
I thought he kind of was that already.
No, Donald Trump is blue. He's an avatar.
So you could have like
Just picturing Donald Trump in one of those tubes. Like.
Yeah. No, that's the thing though. In the future, when these fake bodies exist, it's gonna be those kinds of people like walking around as these like models, these like robot models. It's gonna be like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Obama, like in some jelly pod. Just like sucking
just
and
like in a
fucking.
week's time, like Joe Biden just like comes to the plinth and he's just like a fucking blue alien.
Yeah, and he's ripped and shit.
Yeah, he's like fucking 10 foot tall and he has like the same voice and everything, but he's just a fucking alien. Do you like that power fantasy?
Of being a blue guy.
Did you watch it when you first saw it and be like, wow, I wish I was an avatar?
Yes.
They're pretty.
I wanted to pilot the mechs.
Just throwing the praise on Avatar. That scene where Jake Sully, like, because he's disabled, isn't he? And then when he runs for the first time,
Yeah, that shit's cool.
and you're like, man, these guys can move. They're like slender, they're 10 foot tall, they got muscle.
They can
Sprint
fly.
like crazy. They can fly. Only when they fuck birds.
Yeah, when they're fucking the birds, they're flying, you know? They're getting that.
Isn't everyone? I meant literal birds.
Oh. I'll see you after these messages.
Have you seen Short Kings are making a resurgence?
What's that?
Short Kings.
Is that like a term?
Tom Holland has saved the race of men that are below the height of like 6'9".
Yeah, because that's like a thing. He's like, he really attracts like
Everyone.
yeah, fucking everyone.
Everyone's
Everyone's drawn to him.
Yeah. And he's like 5'8".
Is he?
Yeah.
So he's changing body standards then. He also has a fake ass in Spider-Man.
What?
What?
No,
His
no, no,
ass
no.
is fake.
Pads?
Yeah, because Toby and Andrew were both like, yeah, one of us has got a fake ass and it's neither of us. His ass in Spider-Man's fake.
Well,
Really?
they made
Because
it bigger.
Yeah, it's
Well,
plump.
'cause it's not
fake.
big enough.
It's got padded. His suit's
I
padded.
fucking knew I could be a better Spider-Man than Tom Holland. I fucking knew it.
Yeah, the Beltman booty would be perfect for Spider-Man.
Yeah, can you imagine slipping into one of those suits? I'll go on a fucking Marvel diet and take steroids and
Just
shit.
so you can
Yeah.
prove to Tom Holland that he's
I
got
got a
the...
bigger ass than you, motherfucker, and I'm shorter than you, bitch.
This is what I mean. We are the future of Marvel.
Yeah,
We are what can
I'll be Miles Morales.
Dun 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 dun. I like this bit.
Ooh, who is that?
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
I hate that.
Welcome to the second half of the cast. We head over to the Jar Media subreddit and answer questions from the community. If you want to leave your own questions, go to the suggestion thread.
The gimmick of this episode is that we're taking questions not from our community.
Dude, the poo thing. That
Yeah.
reminds me, I was told a fucked up story involving poo.
Really?
That's Jar's thing, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Now,
go
get
on.
this. So apparently, I heard this through the grapevine, right? These girls living in a flat. There are 4 of them. One of them leaves. There's an open space. They need to fill that space. They got to make rent. They put out like a listing for it.
Does one of them sell their shit?
No, much worse. Much
Okay,
worse.
the shit is being eaten then.
No.
clearly.
So they get like someone in. It's like some like new girl. She's like a drug addict, taking drugs on the counter. It's not gonna work out. She leaves. Who's next? Some guy. He shows up. Fills in the role. The 4th roomie. It's going well. It's clean. Well, one of them gets like a weird vibe off him instantly, but one of the other ones is like, yeah, this guy's alright. It's fine. So there's already a conflict here. Fast forward a few days. One of the girls goes to take a shower. There's a fucking shit in the shower.
What?
A shit planted in the shower. So what does this girl do? She cleans up the shit.
What?
She cleans it up. Doesn't tell anyone until the next day.
What?
So now they're in this situation where this guy who's like just moved in has like done this weird like exhibitionist shit in the shower.
And he's gotten away with it too.
And he's gotten away with it because now he knows it's just going to be cleaned up. Why the fuck would you clean it up?
This
What
is
the
the thing.
fuck?
It only eggs on that fucked up behavior because now he
Yeah.
knows he can get away with it every time.
Yeah.
No, but
to do it in the first place, you just like moved in. You're like bunking with these people you don't really know. You're like sharing a space. Like, what the fuck? It's kind of like massively alarming.
Now get the drug one back.
Yeah.
That's better than the
you'd
shit
be safer
guy.
than this shit guy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You could get like dysentery.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I got to that, but fuck.
No.
poo thing.
Can I? This is the segment of the show where James complains about men. Because something happened the
No,
last
dude,
2
don't
weeks.
put this on man. That's not a man thing. Just shit in the shit.
That's
That
not a
is,
man
different.
thing.
That's different.
No, but this isn't. Because obviously, men and shit has been a recurring thing on this podcast because I've spoken about the men who don't clean their ass or wipe their hands. Clean their hands after
No, but
taking a shit,
I
right?
interpret like more of a malicious kind of sexual like thing
That
out
is,
of it.
yes. That's like
The shit in the shower
yeah.
with the 3 girl roommates thing. That's weird.
That is classic man though.
So basically, what happened the other day, and these very old fucking men, is I where I am at work, basically it's a factory. We build robots, okay? So I'm in one office, and basically beside me is 2 different departments, and between them there's a toilet. So everyone kind of walks the same distance to get to the toilet. Mm-hmm. So everyone's using it, okay? There's 2 stalls in there. Someone's in one, I walk in. I'm good, I've just had coffee. I need my morning shit. Mm-hmm. It's always a big shit. I'm like 2 coffees down. It's 10 o'clock. I'm sitting on that toilet for 15 minutes, and I'm fucking shooting shit out for like a good 50. So I walk in, and I walk. When you go into it, you kind of check. You don't want to walk into a store that's full of shit already, because it's like, oh, if it's broken, whatever. You just want to make sure it's it. So I walk in. I sit down because it was all clean, and I look at the floor and I notice that under the toilet paper dispenser, because it's those modern toilet paper dispensers, was a fucking huge pile of phlegm. A huge pile of spit, of slobber, and it had bubbles in it. It was fresh. It was a fresh pile of fucking slobber. So I looked at it. I was sitting there, trousers down, taking a shit, and I look at it, and I stop in my tracks, and I just look at it. It fucking godsmacked. Like, nothing's ever shocked me this bad. And look over, and there's like a trail of dribble right where my legs are. Like, right between my legs, there's the phlegm, and then there's like a little line of dribble. So someone has sat on this toilet, taking a shit, and then gobbed. They gobbed directly on the floor, under the toilet paper, right there. We're talking about circular fucking
half a foot
on the floor with bubbles of spit. It was just pure phlegm. And then I look around, and there's more dribble marks, and I'm just sitting there in absolute fucking disbelief, trousers down, just like shocked. Because if this guy was sitting here, he could have phlegmed down the toilet that he was sitting on.
Got some like tissue and spat it.
Yeah, which is right above. But instead of that, he just phlegms onto the floor. And
someone else to clean up.
Yeah, and he just leaves. And the toilet wasn't flushed either.
Dude. So this reminds me, man, I've got another one of these kind of stories. There was some like roofers here recently. I get a knock on the door. Hey, do you mind if I use your toilet quickly? Goes into the toilet. He's in there long enough, and I'm in the kitchen. I know he's not doing a pee. I know there's more going on in there, but I also know I didn't have soap in there. I knew for a fact I didn't have soap in there. So he finishes in there, flushes it, opens the door. I go, if you want to wash your hands, I've got some soap here in the kitchen. I know there's not any in there. And he goes, nah, that's all right. Opens the door, walks out, and then gets his coffee and starts drinking.
You see,
what's the deal with that?
I feel like standard human brain should be like, right, even though like you've wiped your ass and shit, there's been no actual contact there.
There's been no finger of sliding up butt,
Yeah, or even finger brushing butt.
Yeah.
But the brain thing is like hands dirty. Hands, anywhere on these hands, there could be shit.
You're touching the door handle to get in there.
Yeah. Well, especially when it's like a public toilet.
Yeah.
So you have to wash your hands.
Yep. There's always normally soap there. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's not difficult. Every place you go.
Even if there isn't soap, you go find some.
Yeah.
Because like there's a thing in my head that says you have to wash your hands before you touch your face, before you eat anything, before you do any of that shit. So I don't know how these people are just comfortable shitting,
pissing,
and then just living life.
Do you think us Beltmans have a more intense kind of focus on this because of our father being a microbiologist?
Yeah.
Because he would like just whip out like this ridiculous like Latin name of like some bizarre that's that really rare fucking chicken mold or some shit.
No, because like if he knows the like different types of bacteria and shit that live in different types of foods that you've left not in the fridge long enough or whatever. It's like, no, that's bad.
So yeah, he ingrained it
do
like
this,
to
this,
be,
and this.
the whole like raw meat. You got to
No,
be
no.
on that shit.
Yeah.
Rice, you got to be on that. You can't leave cooked
Pasta.
rice and then eat. Yeah, pasta.
You say this, but my parents aren't like that. They weren't really like in like my relationship with my parents isn't super like yours. It's a very different situation. But I fucking know to wash my hands after I do a shit. I don't think
that's pretty basic.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the
You don't need a
most
microbiologist there to figure that one out.
That's the most basic shit. So why are men flobbing all over the floor and walking out, jiggling their fucking willy with their hands and not washing them, and then taking fucking shit and not washing
No,
their
that being
hands?
said, I do enjoy pissing and not washing my hands. I like it.
No,
I like getting piss on my
that's
hands
different.
and just
Because
carrying on.
there's pulling your trousers down and pissing where
No,
you
I'm
don't
talking
touch
about
your cock.
I'm talking about getting piss on my hands.
Shut up. If you're touching your cock and you're jiggling it, you need to wash your hands. And this is the thing.
Before and after.
Yes.
You should only ever touch your penis with your hands when they clean.
That's the
Yes.
Tyler thing, right? I wash my hands before I piss.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm shocked. And the fact that I've had so many shitty toilet experiences where it makes me really question shit.
Yeah, you've had some interesting ones.
Because obviously at
over
the
the
same
years.
time, don't forget I meant that the toilet that was broken and people continue to shit in it. It's also another.
No,
The toilet challenge,
You
you
go
know.
to like a pub. You go to
Mhm.
a Weatherspoons. You go to a restaurant.
McDonald's are interesting.
McDonald's. And then you go in the stall. What the fuck are people doing?
Yeah,
What the actual fuck is
I
going
remember being in like central London once, and I was like, I really need to do a poop right now.
Yeah.
I went to a Burger King. Fucking Christ, they're like bedlam.
Yeah.
But I welcome it. It's like going into like a portal into fucking hell dimension. There's that Burger King toilet. It's like just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking toilet paper like splattered. It's
It's straight up train spotting.
mm-hmm.
But it's just like, are girls' toilets like this? Are women's toilets like this? Do women have also disgusting shit stories like that we do with toilets?
Because
We need to know this.
I remember the moment so clearly. Like it was an after-school club thing at like secondary school, so it was like empty and no one was around. I needed to pee.
Yeah.
I went and peed in the boys, and came out and was like, "The fuck is in there?" I peeped my head in, and was like, "No fucking way. This is fucked."
What?
Because it was like fine.
The
Whereas
girls.
Yeah. Whereas in
our
secondary school, the boys'
Jesus.
toilets, they were.
Oh no,
Oh
they
my-
were fucking grim because people would just take the doors off and like knock down the walls. You're taking a shit in the fucking wall. The stone wall is just half off. It's just dangling in
No,
place.
I'd never shit in secondary school.
Or the toilet was broke. Actually,
Yeah,
like
I didn't
smashed.
either.
They
I try and
smashed.
coordinate everything to avoid having to do a shit.
The like 8 years or whatever you're in fucking secondary school for. I did not take a shit.
I don't think I ever did either. It's like taking a piss was just like going quickly fucking.
Yeah, taking a
yeah.
piss was actually
Done.
stressful enough as it was.
Yeah.
Because the piss experience in school was like if you go in and then like a cunty group follows you in, you're
Or-
having a bad fucking time in that toilet. That's why you go in, you piss. Even if you piss dribble your underwear, you could get the fuck out.
Fuck out there.
No, it was worse though when you walked in and there was a group of assholes already in there.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, if I turn around and leave, then I'm gonna be like a pussy,
Mm.
you know. So I just need to stick this one out, you know. It's like a masculinity thing, you know.
Oh yeah, right.
You need to prove yourself
Mm-hmm.
in the boys' toilets with like, the assholes from the year above just hanging out
I
in
have
there for
a-
some fucking reason.
I have a vague memory of like a certain toilet, like I think it was in the English block, being like so notoriously bad that
Yeah.
they were like, we got to put like a camera on the exit because like someone is doing something in there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I remember thinking that exact thing about those toilets.
Mhm.
No, the worst one was in the humanities block, top floor by Mr. Computer Teacher's office.
Uh-huh.
There's that toilet to the right.
That was the girls' one that I saw. That was the exact one.
Yeah, the boys one there was. I remember being in there once, and it was the most disgusting thing ever. The windows are smashed as well, so it was permanently cold in there. And all the
in winter it was
yeah, and it was just like
I can't actually picture that one because I think I never went in there.
really you avoided it.
It was off it. It was computer room, then a humanities room, then toilet between the two on the white side, and it was bad. I bet you someone from that school, from Bentley, knows exactly what toilet we're on about, and they're like, fuck, it is awful. It was bad. But I will say, I have heard stories about women's public toilets being like hell. As in like shit smeared on walls and shit. Like that, the same levels of like...
Yeah, public toilets can be even worse.
Yeah. So I'm saying that probably there is women who are just as disgusting as men.
Yeah, well, let us know in the comments.
On average, I say men are worse for it, for the shit. Shit.
You know, I was driving on the motorway recently. Needed a shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, next services. So I pulled in. It was like 1 a.m. I get my car. Go to the travel lodge that was at these services. See on the front door, no public toilets. I'm like, shit. But it says on this sign, there's a toilet on the side of the Londis.
Oh, one of those.
A public toilet on the side of the Londis you can use. So I'm like, shit, okay. I'm like bigging myself up, like, let's do this. I need to shit. I need to shit.
This. I am actually getting like shit anxiety now.
Yeah.
It's
like,
stressful, so man. We weren't lying about the horror stuff.
I'm walking up, like past the petrol station. It's like obviously quiet as fuck. 'Cause it's 1 a.m. On like a weekday. I open the door to the toilet, and it's like kind of a scummy urinal. Open the stall door, and it's like the toilet from heaven.
Really?
This is the most fucking pristine public toilet I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, oh shit. Fuck yeah. I'm like, I lock the door, get up a YouTube video, Dark Souls fucking YouTube video, and I'm taking a shit. And I take my time. I'm like, this is never gonna happen again.
They must have like just been like clean like 30 minutes.
Yeah. And I must have sat on that toilet for 20 minutes. Only shit for like 1. Just
watching those vids.
Yeah, just sat on the toilet.
1 a.m.
Because it's also the one time you're going to use a public toilet with 1 stool where there isn't going to be somebody waiting. You know? So like I had the fucking best time. I had the best time of my life. I love that shit.
You cannot predict or even make a moment better than that.
No. When there isn't anything better when you're dreading something like crazy, but then not only does it end up being something enjoyable, but it's something incredible. Like a moment that you needed in your life that you won't forget.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a lesson. Maybe the things we dread the most, we should be doing more because they leave an impact.
So you had the inverse train spotting toilet scene. So it was like if you went there and it was the nicest
also,
toilet.
I wasn't coming off of heroin.
Oh. Well, you mean you didn't have to grab your pills from your shit?
Yeah, I didn't have to delve into my shit and put the shitty pill up my ass. Yeah.
This is supposed to be the section where we answer questions from the subreddit. But how long have we been going? We're already at an hour, so maybe we should just do like a little couple.
Let's do one.
Should we just do one?
Yeah.
Oh, there were some good ones, though, is the problem.
I'll save them for next week.
We could just save them.
Compile them for like a super question episode.
Super good. We've done that a few times, actually, haven't we? When we've missed it, we've made up with it by just doing a bunch of questions. Maybe we can do that next time then or something.
That'd be fun.
Oh, this is tough trying to choose one here. Oh, we could... No, that was stupid.
Peter's gone on to like this weird fucking thing.
The turkey.
I don't think it's the turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this one. From Appropriate Way 4601. Hello, JARCast. I have an extremely important question for the Gooners. In my town, there used to be an establishment known as the Infinity Lounge, a location which reminded me a whole lot of the fabled Dream Lounge that has been mentioned many a cast. One can only imagine what went on in such a vile location. That being said, what jarism would make the best name for a male prostitute? My pick would be Goatsy Dimension.
How does Goatsy Dimension make any sense?
You could say like, and here is GD.
No, we're on about male prostitutes, not like a person. We're talking about a group of people, male prostitutes.
Well, yeah, I was like, when they're
This
like
isn't like a
introducing the stripper or whatever, right?
No,
Here
this is male
comes-
prostitutes, not male strippers.
Male prostitute, whatever.
No, because we're talking about a general term, not one person's term. We're talking about overall.
Well, no, I'm a male prostitute, right? I come right over.
Okay.
Hey, James. They call me. I'm gonna take you to the fucking Goatsy Dimension. They call me GD.
I'd be like, okay, good day, bye, and drive off.
Oh, damn. He GD'd you back.
Good day.
Fuck. Damn, that
You
was
should even
cold.
say how much.
If that's your intro, I'm not interested in your services.
Yeah, you sound like a...
Oh no, spillage.
Spillage in the village.
It's only Wawa. Off he goes. Oh, spillage in the village.
Spillage in the village. Way. I like how on the screen the I think the trees there's picked up the green screen as well. Look.
Oh yeah, of course, the green plant.
Yeah.
Man, it was really fucking hard. It was really distracting for the first half. Like, I just wanted to watch.
Yeah. My eyes are getting drawn.
Especially when, like, you were talking, but I was watching Jim, like, going like this. Yeah, it, like, fucks with your head.
One sheet! You only need one sheet to clean up all of this mess!
You saying a single sheet of Blitz can take it that
Single sheet! All you need is one of them!
You seriously just mean a single sheet?
Uno sheet!
What's new? You're not doing the tactic. You use one sheet and then you squeeze all the juice out and reuse it.
The gamer from Mars here.
Like that.
I mean, we're done.
I was just gonna say you sound like a cop.
What do you mean?
Alex does have cop energy, doesn't he?
Oh,
No, when you're pretending to be a prostitute. Hello, fellow. I'm GD, also known as the Goatsy Dimension. Would you like to give me a go?
So he's a really bad, like, you know when they do
I'll give you half price.
drug deals. They try to organise drug deals and it's the most obvious thing. As Alex is a male prostitute.
What one, brothers?
Yeah, did you see that fucking video? There's like a video on YouTube of that cop pretending.
Yeah.
That's really funny. No, I see what you mean. You're right. Yeah. Well, prove me then. Prove me wrong, James. What? Go on. Win me over. Make me pay.
Now you're doing a better job. It has to be a jar thing, right?
Yeah. Just for the name of the male. Yeah. So it's like, what's your name, sugar? Goatsy Dimension.
Might be Dempsey.
Dempsey. That's alright. That's just
Yeah.
like a name.
Yeah. Interesting.
Why the fuck have they just turned up?
Oh, hello, guys. As soon as the Goatsy Dimension comes up, they come a running.
No, it was when Dempsey came up.
Yeah.
Yo, hello, Faithy. Hey, yo. Yo.
Should we put moisturizer on it?
Yeah.
Mine would be pussy. Just to be
Oh,
confusing.
yeah.
Do you want to give this pussy a go?
Yeah, that works.
Should we have a bussy phase on jar?
We already have.
We're living it.
But yeah, this is the bussy phase. Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Alex, please.
I can't stop him. He's assaulting me. Yeah, just play the jar theme. That'll get him to go away.
No, it made him stop though.
You gotta start with the Go on, cry.
Yes, Paisley reversing to him.
You stuck, girl, because you can't reverse.
It worked though. It actually worked. You got
Yeah, so you just do the jar theme. I guess for those who want to know what we're talking about, Argy's like scared of the jar intro music. Something about like the pitch or something with the audio frequencies makes his little corgi brain upset. And
patrons can vote to
oh yeah, so
lock.
we're doing the patron segment now, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Deep thank yous
We
to
didn't actually thank the patrons at the beginning on the audio version, did we?
audio version of what?
The cast.
Audio
We're
version.
like, you
What?
can catch us on thank you for the patrons.
Oh, Alex shouted out the patrons, right?
Was it at the beginning? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you worry about a
Take it away,
thing.
finish the episode, bro.
Yeah, so if we can, I would quite like to, seeing as we're entering a new phase of Marvel, I'd quite like to rearrange our ranking.